Yeah. Wover guy. Lolly knocker. Hatches on, boys. Drop your poles. What's up, That's a Good Fish Nation? It's Peyton Bennett here with another episode of That's a Good Fish. I am down here in Wyoming on the North Platte River, and we've been down here, I don't know, 4 or 5 years in a row. Caught some huge rainbows, huge browns. That's what we're hoping to do in this video for you guys. If you haven't watched our last couple videos from Wyoming, make sure you go check those out. We caught some huge trout, saw lots of rattlesnakes. It's pretty crazy. Rapala countdowns and marabou jigs and woolly boogers. So stick around, guys, because the scenery is great. Fish catching's even better. See ya. Feel it. Just kind of hopping it as you bring it back towards you. 1/8 ounce jig is key kind of in this fast current. I even throw a 1/4 ounce sometimes, but the key is you just got to get it down in that run, in that seam. That's where they're feeding. When the current is coming right at you like it is here, it's important that you continue to feel your line as it's rushing back towards you. Otherwise they'll hit it so quick you won't even know they're there. There's one. Fish on. Finally got one, folks. Took a long time, but put on a 1/4 ounce jig in front of these. No, just hand me that net, Dad. And I got a nice rainbow here, I think. Yeah, just throw it. All right, I'm on the board. There you go, folks. Not a huge rainbow, but I'd say a solid 16, 17-inch fish out here in Wyoming, fishing a little tailwater stretch, and caught him on a 1/4 ounce marabou jig. We're gonna get him back in the water, and then we'll see if we can catch another one. All right, there he goes. Fish on. Fish on. Wow. And a good one, folks. Wow. Woo. I don't know if you saw that jump, guys, but he jumped clean out of the water. Now I'm throwing a jig and I've got 6-pound test on this one, and my drag is pretty loose, and if they want to go in this current, you kind of just let them go, but at the same time, I got some rocks down at the bottom of this hole I'm trying to keep him out of. So oh, there he goes. Oh man, he's in a bad spot now. I don't know if you guys saw, but I've been throwing downstream and bringing the jig back upstream in this same spot. Didn't have a bite. Moved down, hopped along the rocks, threw it upstream, and this fish finally hit it. Uh-oh. He's in a rock or something. I think he's on there, but he's gonna break it soon. There he is. Came off. Didn't even break my line. That sucks. Well, came off. Got him. I think I got him in the side.
accidentally. I think he swiped at it and I got him in the side. I might be able to swing him to you. Oh! Oh. All right, guys, we got pretty good rainbow here. Caught this one on a jig. Just lost a really, probably a 5-6 pound rainbow, but this one's a nice one. Probably 18, 19 inches. Beautiful rainbow. Caught him on an 1/8 ounce woolly booger, so we're gonna let this guy go. There he goes.
Yeah, we got a big triple duster hatch going on, man. Bro, look down here. Big paraquedy right here. Paraquedy all over these rocks. I guarantee you those trout are eating these paraquedy bugs. No, I've been using lollyknocker presentations pretty much all trip, man. Yeah, it usually doesn't happen this time of year, but there's lollyknockers all over this grass line here. Getting lots of strikes. It's kind of a short season, but we're down here at the right time, luckily, because these Nipsey crawlers are just flooding through these runs right here in these little seams in this fishy water. All right, before you guys get all angry, you're making fun of fly fishermen and start putting all the negative comments down there. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, you can say anything with conviction while on the river, at a trout stream. Say it with conviction. People are gonna believe that hatch is on. I know I do. So.
There he is. Whew, right on the bank. And he's taking me in the bank. Stay away from those boulders. Yeah, this is a pretty good one here. Good fish here, folks. And obviously you just got to be careful. I'm using 6-pound line. And there are boulders everywhere, fast current. A lot of guys are like, well, you gotta get these trout in. You gotta get them in because you're gonna kill the fish. I can't get him in without possibly breaking my line. So I'm gonna be as careful as I can with this fish, but I also wanna catch him, you know? And at this point, you know, you're expecting your knot is probably 2-3 pound test at this point. And we are gonna try and land this one with no net. So we're gonna try and land him, what is that, Major League Fishing style? They don't use nets in Major League Fishing. Look at the color of that fish. I'm gonna try and grab him. I got him. All right, guys, there you go. That's I'm gonna assume this fish is 21, 22 inches. We measured him on our rod. Awesome fish. He was right on the bank, tucked behind a boulder, just like they've been all day today. 1/8 ounce woolly booger. What a nice fish. You get super spoiled out here. All right, guys, a little midday update here. We are fishing a tailwater stretch. As you can see, the dam is way up there. And yesterday we fished it. We didn't get any footage. I think I caught about a 22, 23 inch rainbow, but they were more out in these deep seams out in the middle of the river. And today they are right up on the bank, right behind these big chunk rock boulders that you'll see on the bank. And every fish I've caught has been tucked behind a boulder. I'm throwing an 1/8 ounce woolly booger jig on 6-pound monofilament line. And I'm throwing that bait up current, bringing it down towards me, and I'm feeling my line as it comes back to you. Most of the time during the afternoon, they seem to want the woolly booger or the jig a little bit more, just a little bit more finicky. But yeah, been a great trip so far. As you can see, it's just beautiful out here. Man, Wyoming trout fishing, can't beat it. That's a good fish. Coming out to Wyoming here, you get to see a lot of cool things. The scenery obviously is amazing, and not many people, which is, you know, something, it's refreshing for me. But I had a really cool thing happen this trip. Saw 3 people, one from Minnesota, one guy from Minnesota, and a couple from Missouri. I just got to talking with the guy from Minnesota. Actually met him on the bank, and I don't know what the chances are of meeting someone that came down here, you know, because he watched our videos. But I met him on the bank, talked to him, said, hey, what's your story? Why'd you come down here? He said, well, I saw a couple YouTube videos about this place, and it got me hooked, and I wanted to come down here and check it out. And I said, oh, what YouTube? You know, what videos did you watch? And I said, I filmed down here a couple times called That's a Good Fish. He said, yeah, those were the 2 videos. His name's Lawrence. He said he ain't going home until he catches a trout. So I kind of made it my task the next couple days to try and get Lawrence a trout. And we went up to a little area where
It's a little finicky. There's some big chunk rocks, but we went up there and Lawrence hooked about a 21 inch brown and ended up coming off, breaking his line. You know, 10 minutes later, we're still fishing. He's fish on, fish on. And I walked down there and I'm getting ready to net him, and it's about a 20 inch rainbow, and we landed it, and there was high fives all around. So you can see his picture right here. He was stoked. Got a 20 inch rainbow. And Lawrence, it was really cool to meet you. I appreciate you watching That's a Good Fish. I also met another couple from Missouri. I can't remember their names, but I met them, and they were down here because they'd seen my 2 videos from Wyoming, and so they were on a guide trip fly fishing. And I met 3 people down here that came down because they watched our videos and enjoyed a good trip to Wyoming. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate meeting you guys, and it kind of made my trip, honestly, to talk with those people. So I appreciate you guys.
Fish on, folks. Fish on. Doesn't look like a huge one, but in this current, everything is going to feel huge. So he was all the way on the other side in a shade pocket. Wow, I don't know if you saw that jump. Pretty cool. 6 pound line, again, trying to keep him out of the main current, keep tension on him, but also you do not want to break your line. I don't have a net, so landing it old school style, we'll be as careful as we can be, but again, we want to catch the fish. Nice rainbow, looks like. Nice color, probably a 17, 18 inch fish here. Wet your hand, nice. And here he is, guys. Check that out. Look at that. Nice. Nice fish. Here you go. Look at the red line on that one. Look at that fish, folks. Look at that. Beautiful fish out in Wyoming on a jig. That's pretty fun, huh, Daryl?
Yes, sir.
Let's get him back in. All right, guys, thanks for watching That's a Good Fish. Hope you learned a few things about jig fishing. If you get the chance to go fishing in Wyoming, Colorado, Montana, try some of these jig tips, see if that helps you. And as always, we'd appreciate it if you like the video. Go ahead and subscribe so you can look for more That's a Good Fish. Peyton Bennett out.